Hi, it's Chef Rick, and today I'm making gunpowder chicken.
Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which we're going to chop into bite-sized pieces. This is Mowgli's version of like popcorn chicken that you get at KFC. So you want it to be kind of small, lovely little bite-sized pieces. Chop all of those up, and we're going to add them to a bowl, and to that we're going to add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, a tablespoon of cumin seeds which have been kind of ground up, ground coriander, tablespoon of ground coriander, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, and a nice big generous pinch of salt. We're also going to add to that in a moment a juice of half a lemon. And this is basically the marinade for the meats. We're going to give this a really, really good mix round. Make sure all of those pieces are thoroughly coated. Then you're going to put that in the fridge. Now, cover it up, put it in the fridge, ideally overnight. You want a minimum of 2 hours, 3 hours if you're in a bit of a push. But yeah, if you can prep this in advance, leave it overnight, you're going to make that meat absolutely amazing when it comes to frying it off. Take a red chilli. These are not particularly hot, these type of red chilies. The ones that you'll get in the supermarket. Just slice it nice and thinly at a jaunty angle like that. Just produces nice lovely pieces. You can use as hot or as mild a chili if you like it. If you really, really want it mild, just de-seed it. We do that in several other videos. I'll put a link in there. Red onion, yes, we have to chop an onion. It is a Chef Rick video, but this is a nice simple chop. So again, we only take off the top. We keep the root intact. If this is the first one of my videos you've seen, we keep the root intact all the time, and it just basically stops you crying when you're chopping it. And then all we're going to do as thin as you can. I mean, if you've got a mandolin, just chop this the red onion into lovely little thin strips. The onion and the chili that we chopped a moment ago, they're not going to be cooked at any point. They're kind of going to eat them raw, so you want them chopped as thin as you can. Here we go. So it's the next day. Take out our meat, to which we're going to crack in an egg. Make sure it's all really nicely covered. And to that, we're going to add 380 grams of gram flour. You can get gram flour anywhere nowadays, so gram flour is just going to be the perfect thing to make sure everything is covered, and it's going to get really lovely and crunchy and crispy when we give it a fry in a moment. There you go. So there's your chicken ready for frying. If you've got a deep fat fryer here, I've used a wok, and I'm just adding, I'm adding that in a very cavalier fashion. Please be careful as you add the chicken to your wok or to your oil. But we're going to fry those chicken pieces off, probably for around about up to between 8 and 10 minutes. Just going to check on them that you want that lovely colour on them on the outside. Obviously, you don't want them to catch or burn, or you certainly don't want to put them into an oil that's too cold, because all of the kind of the flour is going to come off there. So there you go. You've got your really, really beautiful crispy chicken pieces. Take those off, drain them. They're going to be amazing on their own, by the way, but all we're going to do just to kind of tart them up a tiny bit is add that chili, add that onion. In there, that's going to be some tamarind paste or Tamarin Chutney. There's 2 tablespoons of Tamarin Chutney. You can get that from any kind of cash and carry if you like. It's a green chili pickle. I'll put a link to the video where we make that, but you can also buy it, of course. Another little pinch of salt on top, and some fresh coriander. I used to hate coriander. I bet some people watching this will be like, no, not for me. Leave it out if you don't like it, but it really does add to this. That's it, ready to go. Like I say, it's a version of popcorn chicken. I've served it on a plate there with a fork, but really you kind of just want it in little kind of pots for people to pick at. It's really fantastic, really delicious, packed full of flavour. Dead simple to make as well, so I really hope you enjoyed that one, and I'll see you on the next one.